Gents, it's time to start making videos, and I am cool. Like how these guys are giving each other signals. Like, all right. So as you see right now, I am in the same spot, Washington D.C., and I'm heading to I'm heading to North Carolina, and I have 2 hours of filming, but I don't think I have 2 hours of battery. So my camera might die. I might film sometimes I might stop filming, but in the meantime I'm just gonna still show Washington DC. And right now I am still in DC area, and this area is gonna be like very clear in the coming 2 days. All these trees are gonna be gone because it's gonna be fall. Everything's gonna be clear. But for now, yeah, just commuting around DC, heading over to Washington DC. Also, it says 6 hours. It should be 6 hours, but it says seven hours. So it's surprisingly that it's 7 hours of commute. But it's supposed to be 6 hours of commute. So it's possible that there's traffic somewhere that I am not going to be aware of. At some point it's going to be extremely boring, so I'm gonna have to turn the camera off and just enjoy the drive. It looks sunny outside. It's 68 degrees, absolutely amazing here in Washington DC. It's not too cold, it's not too hot. It's almost 70 degrees Fahrenheit, probably around 20 something Celsius. It's very quiet, not that many people walking around. Everybody going to the Thanksgiving. It's still a little bit busy. A lot of DC residents are native, so they're gonna be staying here, unlike other cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, where people commute to their families. Here people are just mostly from here. It looks pretty nice, like really nice. The sun is the sky is clear. No thunderstorms today. It's gonna be raining a little bit later, but it should be nice for tonight. So we don't expect any sunny in DC. And if it does rain, I'm not going to be here. I'm gonna be gone anyways, so I don't really care if it rains, if it doesn't rain. It starts to look beautiful, like really nice. I'm not saying it wasn't earlier, but when it's sunny and it's not too hot, it looks fantastic. I have such a good vision, like I can see the Capitol from a distance, but I know that people cannot see it. People cannot see it in my camera. So my camera does not view, but if you look at my pointing finger right now like this, that's where I can see it, like. So it's such a privilege to see the Capitol every time you commute. I don't know if it's a privilege, but I think it's a cool thing to know that there is somebody in that building who cares about me, who cares about my family, my community. It's trying to make something better. There has to be somebody either from Uganda, either from East Africa, either from United States, who's advocating for better lives, for better ways of living. So that building over there holds I can't pronounce this word. It holds a significance in the global history of the whole world. People who live here, they take it for granted. They don't really know how important is that place, but it's extremely important. It's a place that that advocates for all of us. Folks, that building over there, they don't make that much money. They're not too rich. They just want to do the job. They want to do their work. But anyways, same place, Washington DC on Thanksgiving Day. It looks normal, looks cool. Something that you will be able to see in where I'm going is extremely tall buildings. But in Washington DC, we don't have that kind of tall buildings. So just very normal on flat level. I honestly, I kind of see why they don't like tall buildings, because if there was tall buildings, I wouldn't be able to see the Capitol, you know. So you can see from a distance. But anyways, all right, my battery is heading toward this 9%, and if I get into the highway, I would have a hard time changing it. So I think I should change it right now. Then I can start filming non-stop as I head over to the DMV, or as I leave DMV and I head over to the highway of Virginia, because I'm going to be commuting through Virginia before I can enter into the Charlotte, North Carolina. I love it. I have people from the city, they drive really nice. They turn on the signal, everything's fine. Maryland, they don't. No signal, nothing. They just sweep in there. Very respectful. I love people from DC. So anyways, I have to change the battery here, and I'll be right back. Alright, just got a new battery. I bought new battery, and it's 100%. I should be able to film. If I don't point to the sun, it lasts longer. If it's in the sun, it dies really fast, because the batteries don't work hand in hand with the heat. They work better in the winter, I think so, but in the heat, not as much. So I'm still on the traffic light. It hasn't turned green yet. As I'm waiting, and I talk about the Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is such a significant day for American people. This country was at some point empty. There was nobody in this country. It was extremely empty. Then there were people who lived here. I don't want to say it was empty. People who used to live here, known as Native Americans, they had, you know, which state is this? Michigan. But anyways, so as I stop and be talking here, so this country was empty, and the pilgrimage, these were Christians, these were not colonies. There are people who fled in this country for religious persecution, right? In Europe, there was religious persecution because Europe was never a Christian country. There was never a Christian continent. Christianity came from Israel, then spread across Roman, because the Romans were controlling the Middle East at the time. They are the ones who kicked out the Jews at the time. So the Romans were like the troublemakers. But later on, they realized that, you know, they have to adapt the religion from Middle East, and then they spread the religion all the way to Europe. So then Europe adapted the religion. Because Europe at the time was very poor. There was no like any hope. When I say Europe, I mean like the Western Europe. It was extremely poor. People used to rely on fishing. There was exploitation. So there was industrialization, right? The king was exploiting. We know this even from Africa. The kingdoms of Europe were exploiting a lot of exploitation. They still do today, but not as much as they used to do back in the day. So the pilgrims did not, they were just Christians. They believed that the king was not supposed to be, that just every Christian believe in. They believe that God is the king, not the random queen or king from Europe. So those are, they don't like it, and they ended up to persecute this pilgrimage. So when they came to the United States, you know, they hustled, it's hard, there was no food, nothing, right? And then to celebrate their achievements, every year they would have turkey, right? Turkey was the main food. You can imagine there was no any other food here in this country, right? A lot of foods that we see today, burger, meat, you know, cows, pork. Those foods were brought in by the foreigners. Were brought in by the colonies. They did a breeding, but there was no those kind of foods in here. Coffee, those in Africa called those cash crops, but the coffee, tea, those, as I speak, this I really like here. The food, there's a food hall here. I need to come and get some food. Interesting. I love food halls. They have all kinds of food from around the world. So then just like that, we became a traditional, right? People adapted to it, and today every November 28, I believe so, November 28, we have to celebrate Thanksgiving. Thanks, it means like you are thanking something you have achieved, then giving something, right? So when we come to this country from Africa, we don't really understand what it means to have Thanksgiving, right? In the countries like in Africa, thanks and giving is done every single day, not once a year, right? So every day, every Sunday, people go to church and they give. Muslims give every day. Christians give once a year. It's mandatory. It's not an option. People have to give. In the United States, people do it once a year. Okay, like in December 2nd, it's gonna be a giving day. Okay, it's Tuesday, giving day. So people, non-profits. There's some building here. I love this place. Drive beneath it. It's beautiful. Every year they give, right? They give what they have, and then they try to give something, right? Because you are thankful for it, and it kind of makes sense because you start working. Give this guy some space. Get in, because I'm about to come back in again. Alright. So, alright. What's happening here? Oh, everybody's slowing down. You see, when it's at night, the lights are extremely bright. Even during the day, they're extremely bright. I gotta move over. So anyway, I'm not gonna talk in the tunnel, but the tunnel is really loud. I like how the traffic is very clear in the tunnel. It never, but there's traffic ahead as we head over to Virginia. But right now there's no traffic in the tunnel. It's always clear, it's always gone straightforward. I wonder if this light turns red when there's traffic, but they're always green. The light's on the top. So we're at the tunnel. We're good to go now. We're good to go. So let me not talk before I can enter this highway, otherwise I don't wanna crash. The sun is really hitting in the face. It's reflecting me in the face. Then I'm gonna be talking about the Thanksgiving. So every year there's traffic, a lot of traffic here. Like, it's parked for like an hour. I think that's why I gave me 7 minutes. Probably I'm gonna be behind for 7 minutes. Beautiful Washington DC, very small buildings, not too tall. It's beautiful. I like it. I like the short buildings instead of like extremely tall buildings. I'm not a big fan of tall buildings. I'm gonna move over. Oops, what are you doing? What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? What are you doing, lady? Alright. Alright, so I'm good here. I should be okay. The traffic is a very, very short distance, like from here to here. So you already see from here the traffic slows down, and it's not because of construction. It's because of cars entering. So around here, but there's a construction this side, so probably this side is closed, so they have to go around it. So that's why there's a traffic right now, and it's both ways, coming in and going out of Washington DC. This is the entrance of Washington DC. As you can see, there's an apron flying around there. There's an airport as well. I don't know if anybody drives the airport in Washington DC. If they do, it's stupid, right? Let's take a metro, right? It takes like two minutes to takes like $2, $3 to get to the airport. Okay. The Franconia, the Blue Line takes you to Franconia for like $2-4, so you don't need to drive to the airport, which I'm thankful for. Like, we don't get traffic as much because of the metro takes you to the airport. Otherwise there will be traffic now, like every single time. Drive carefully, thank you. So Thanksgiving time, then this pilgrimage, they believe that we should give Thanksgiving every year, and it makes sense, right? I think to me it makes sense. In America, on the first month of every year, January 1st, people start working. People work and work and work and work. They work non-stop, right? Even in summer, no days off. In November, right? In November, they look at those airplanes, man. Those airplanes are flying so beautiful. Also, this runway, there seems like there's a runway here for Southwest Airline. Is that Southwest or something? Looks like Southwest. No, it's not Southwest. It's another airline. Is it Alaska? It's not Alaska. It looks like Southwest. Seems like Southwest and American Airlines flies on this part, this runway. Washington DC does not have a busy airports, and that's because we have three airports. We have Dulles Airport, we have the one over here, which I don't freaking remember what it is. Then we also have BWI. BWI stands for Baltimore Washington International Airport, which is in Baltimore, 45 minutes from here. So that being said, you don't have to worry about flying. You don't have to worry about getting stuck on the airport. And then we have TSA. TSA is right here in Washington DC. It's really like in Arlington, Virginia. I almost got a job over there. I went there for an interview. They gave me a job, but it couldn't work with my schedule. But you have TSA here, right? So that means everything's smooth. And we have a president, we have diplomats, so people need to fly in and out fast and quicker as they go about their business. If DC was like Los Angeles, it would take hours. Oh no, not Los Angeles. Los Angeles is quicker. But Atlanta, horrible. Alright, I'm back. So the camera turned off because it was too hot. Because I am holding the camera right behind the window, and the sun is hitting from the side, so the camera is receiving the heat, which makes the camera die quicker and faster, so it turns off automatically, which is a good thing, you know. It saves the battery. So what I was talking about earlier is that again, I am still in a DMV area, in the Virginia area. God, this guy's car is broken. The Virginia area. So I like the view here. Like when the camera looks beautiful, like straight up, it looks like there's an ocean out there. But this is Virginia, still in the DMV area. And anyways, so what I was saying earlier is that I am really thankful for what is in here, just what you have in the US. I was mentioning how when you see people around you, right, when you see cars like this, even if you're in Uganda, if you see people around you, just know that you are thankful for, right? There are 40 million people that live in that country, and you have over 1 billion people around the world. So there's always a solution for for everything, you know. So always be thankful, always be grateful for what you have. The Franconia, this is where the metro station goes to, the Blue Line. There's Tyson's. I want to work there. They have like a lot of jobs in Tyson, Virginia. It's too far. But anyways, the that's all I have for Thanksgiving. Thankful for Thanksgiving. The sun keeps hitting my camera and I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, now it's getting better. Even though I turned my car into cold temperature, my feet are getting cold. It should be like this. So, but when I think about me coming to the United States, buying a car, and then driving my car on a nice, good-looking roads, living in a city, having education, all of that with no money. Like, I came here with nothing, no money, nothing, $0, right? And here I am. I think it's a great thing. I think it's a blessing. It's such a blessing that you don't really get to have in every country you can think of. You know, China is good, is competing with the United States, but China does not have as much. US does not have like, I don't have to compete like Chinese compete in their countries. So that's just an example. But you know, just being thankful that you can get a job here, work, go to school, have a car, commute, get anything you want. Just don't get sick. Don't get sick, you'll be fine. Because if you get sick here, life gets brutal. But since I've been here in this country for 9 years, never been to a hospital. I've been to hospital like once, just for having like a small chest pain. But no hospital, no sick, nothing. Right? This guy is walking on the bridge. Seems like there's a light of traffic here, but it's gonna be clearing in a few minutes. We are still in the DMV area, but not in Washington DC. At the moment, I believe this is Franconia, Springfield Parkway. We are in Virginia, almost heading to Charlottesville. The temperature is 72 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's changing whenever you move. So when I was in DC, it was 63, 64 in DC. Then Virginia in Arlington, it was in 74. Now it's changing to 72. This area is so beautiful. It's like a beautiful place. Virginia so there are two Virginias. It's the same Virginia, but there are just like two of them. So you have Northern Virginia, which is Commonwealth. Then you have also like Southern Virginia. So Northern Virginia has like a lot of money, rich people, good universities, very educated people. Even the roads looks really, really nice. A lot of politicians come from Northern Virginia. Many presidents. Northern Virginia gave us so many presidents than any other state. George Washington is from here. Jefferson is from here. Who else? A bunch and a bunch and a bunch of them come from this place. The sun is like rural, but it's a good thing that we have the sun. But anyways, painting WM Corporation. I've always wanted to do this before. I wanted to see, when I see somebody having an advertisement, I want to shout out to their company. So whoever is need them can always go and give them a business. So this is painting by WM Corporation. You can reach out to them at 978-473-2957 or 978-564-5499. Call them, give them a job for painting job. Disabled vehicle model Mark 159 are showed up. Better product. Once you leave this area, you start to see the typical American ways of living. Like, it's like a bush, nothing fancy, right? Just random factory kind of looking thing. Like, look at this building over here. It's in the middle of nowhere, right? But anyways, I am facing the sun, straight in the sun. So my camera is more likely going to die because of the sun facing me. But anyways, enjoy the beauty of this is Fairfax County Parkway. What are these boards are? These boards that are attached to the wires. I wonder what those are supposed to be. It's been an hour since we left Virginia. Since we left Washington DC. So we are pretty much heading in a different direction. This is waterways, water tanks. This ones they have water here. So what do we got here? The last time I commuted in this area, I mentioned how the economy in the United States thrives on transportation. I mean, imagine these people commuting in one way, and you have other people commuting another way, right? We both bought gas, we both have to eat, we both have to buy a vehicle. This makes the economy like booming. This tells you how the country is booming. Like, there is no country in this world that has a small population like the United States, extremely diverse, and then super successful. No country in the world, no country. China only for Chinese, you know. Middle East only Middle Eastern. Like Dubai is extremely only Arabs. USA is only specifically only success. Like you have 70% white, like 40% Hispanic, and like 13% black. Like very diverse, and everybody is like successful. Like it's very unimaginable. This is why people say US is a blessed country, you know, because of how diverse this country is. Now everybody has access to the best things that they need. All right. You know, it kind of tells you like not everybody here is like rich. Of course, not everybody here has like money and billionaire like Jeff Bezos, but they are all able to commute so they want to go on time, with no any issue, with no any problem. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a blessing that most people don't have. So anyways, what can I say? From here it's gonna be very boring. Nothing specific gonna be seen, but we are still in the DMV area. Amtrak auto train. This is the Amtrak over here. Amtrak goes all the way to North Carolina, but it takes very long time. It's very slow. Our Amtraks are very slow than driving your own car. But we are still in the DMV area here, but we're heading towards William County, Prince William County. So we have Prince George's County, which is in Maryland. We also have Prince William County. I mentioned last time that this area, the DMV, was area that was owned by queens and kings, right, back in the days, right? They colonized this place before everyone else came here. Then, because they have another place in Europe, they own the two places. They gave these places to their sons, to their son-in-laws, like those things. So a lot of names come from those queens and those rulers back in the day. So that's why you see Prince William County and Prince George's County. Okay. Fredericksburg. A lot of names are reciprocal. You have names in Virginia, the names in Maryland. So that sounds to be reciprocal. Another surprising thing about this is that the DMV area is that the speed limit is 55 miles per hour, right? All right, I'm back. So the camera keeps turning off because it's getting hot. So when I hold the camera up, because of the heat from the window, you don't really realize this until you are the one filming. It dies. So the camera keeps turning off because of the heat. But anyways, there's a traffic anyway, so there's not much to do. I'm just gonna say, in Woodbridge County, when I came here, I thought it was gonna be closer. When I look at the map, it looks too close. It looks like close to DC. When I moved there, I realized it's actually too far. It's 15 minutes drive to DC area, and if there's traffic, it can take up to an hour and a half. But because it was snowing and it was the election that Trump was gonna be inaugurated, so there was no the police, the military came in, because when the president is about to get inaugurated, they bring the big tanks and the big weapons. They broke the area, so they direct traffic. So there's a traffic direction. So I was able to navigate for a week. I was living in Prince William County in Woodbridge area for 2 weeks until I found a place to stay in this area. Otherwise, but I learned something. That I never say when I live in Virginia if you're going to be working in this area. Always keep that in mind, that it looks smaller on a map, but in reality it's huge, it's bigger. And always live in DC, because DC you have many options of getting around. You can take a metro, you can take a bus, you can take blue lines, red lines, green lines, anywhere you wanna go to, right? So anyways, that's it I'll have. I'm gonna just turn the camera off because it's not filming anyway because of the heat. The sun keeps killing my camera. The temperature is 74 degrees Fahrenheit, so it keeps changing. But other than that, I will be right back once it's time to take a break. If I see something good, I'm gonna film. If not, then I'm gonna be going. This is gonna be a very long traffic. It's gonna be about 3 minutes traffic. Very long distance. I think there's a bridge up ahead. There's also an accident ahead. So I'm gonna just keep this way, and I'll be right back in a minute. See you. Ciao, ciao. So I want to say that where we are right now, this vehicle is blocking it, but there's a lake behind, so you can see on the map. There's a lake here, and there's a boats for sale here. There's also apartments on this side, right? So if you want to retire and you want to live in a place where there's a lake, and you can enjoy the lake outside, this is a place to be, right? It's a place to be. It's probably reasonable, cheaper. You buy a boat, there's a boat for sale. Boats are not too expensive. If it's used, it's not too expensive. You get a license, then you enjoy. Look at there, right? Very beautiful place. So anyway, I just want to say that there's a bridge here, and beneath the bridge there is an ocean that goes, and not an ocean but a river that goes beneath it. All right, that's what I have to share. Wait, the camera was recording. That's funny. I thought it was turned off. My bad. Anyways, it's time to go back, to keep going with the journey of commuting out of Virginia. I had no idea my camera was recording. So I'm gonna turn here. Get in the back. Oh yeah, what the? Not bad. So I have to go straight. I have to go straight. I've got straight here. So Grandma, why is Grandma putting her pants up? What's wrong with her pants, Grandma? Your pants are going down, Grandma. Grandma has a dog. The dog is putting her pants. This guy is fast. It's cruising. Traffic. Hopefully I can avoid it. But I apologize, my camera was recording. I really apologize. I didn't say anything stupid. So traffic again, and yeah, anytime you are close to the city, you gotta deal with traffic. And everybody's going to the Thanksgiving, so it's typical to have traffic on Thanksgiving. So that was for small cars, the resting area. There's another resting area ahead, which is a truck resting area. You can drive to a truck resting area if you have a truck. It's totally fine. If you have a vehicle, it's totally fine. They won't give you a ticket. But if you're a truck driver and you go to the resting area, they might give you a ticket. So I've been to the trucking area and I just chill around. It's just big trucks and it feels cool too. And also truck drivers, they have like shower and everything they need compared to the cars area. So truck drivers have privilege more than we do. But other than that, this traffic really, nothing I can do about it. It's gonna be a very long traffic. Very long traffic. Damn it. There's an accident ahead. 30 minutes worth of traffic. 3 times traffic. So Fredericksburg, some traffic. The Hood Bridge, you just left the Hood Bridge, and then I will film again once we pass Fredericksburg. So once again, I'll be right back in a few minutes. Bye bye. I also need to play music too, and I cannot play music if I'm filming, because I have to make sure that I don't get in trouble with the copyright infringement. So that's why my vehicle is very. Also, if you're wondering why I don't film with somebody in the car, that's because if I had somebody in the car, I wouldn't be filming. You know, I wouldn't be able to say what I want to say. That person has to consent to what they say, right? And if many people are shy on the camera, they don't talk on the camera. They are just afraid to talk on the camera. They are afraid to share. For me, I just talk whatever I can say. So the reason why I prefer to have my car empty is because I can say whatever I want to say and control my own schedule, do whatever I want to do. American freedom. If somebody was in the car, you will not be able to see me making this video. You know, so that's the thing. That's the idea. The traffic is moving very, very slowly, so I'm positive. Oops, That was fast. Wow. Almost hit the guy. Let me see. So I think it's gonna clear in a few minutes. For now, I'll turn the camera off. Should I turn the camera off? Yeah, actually no. There is alright, so the camera turned off before I was talking. So I was saying how the slavery is used as the main reason why there was a fight. But anyway, the point is that Virginia had not only has many presidents, also had many generals, armies, people who fought the war. So look at this place here. It looks absolutely beautiful. So anyways, my camera keeps turning off because it's really hot. It's not too hot outside, like I always say, but it's really hot in the car. The sun hits the car and it gets hot. And I'm playing music, so I'm not playing music because I have almost an hour, 2 hours of driving, and I will do this camera when it's time to turn, like always. See you in a minute. Ciao, ciao. So the traffic is clear. If it's something cooler, I want to show it. So there's a building over here, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think I've seen a camera, but this building looks beautiful over here. Like it has like a very small, tiny iconic on top. There's also a construction going on here, and they broke the area. I think there's an accident. That's why there was traffic here. So traffic is much public clear, and now we're good to go. I guess so. I guess we're good to go. So that's why there was traffic, and that's what I want to say. When I go back, I'll put the glasses on because the sun is hitting my face, like straight in the face. There's a building on this side. Like I love this building. I don't know what they do here, but the way it's designed, it looks beautiful. But anyways, now it's time to go for the boarding area. I hope I won't sleep. I'm playing music. There's a chameleon from Uganda, like always. See you in a minute. Ciao, ciao. So traffic is very tight. I think everybody's on to Thanksgiving, and right now I'm gonna have to take a break because I've been driving for almost 40 miles. So I'm gonna have to take a break right now. The next welcoming center is within 130 exist 130 B to A, heading to Carpa Frederick. So I'm gonna have to keep right as it says because I need to take a break from now, and because the traffic is really brutal from all the way, even like look over here, like it's packed. And this guy's vehicle is disabled. Hey buddy. And how these guys feel so safe to be here. I mean, like this guy it doesn't have like the cones on the side, right? You should have the cones to make sure that people can see him. You know, don't do like that. Don't have a truck because people can hit you. People don't see, especially right now. So Swift, best in class, but the traffic is piling up. I'm not gonna put up with it, and I'm gonna have to take a break. I started at 192 miles. Now I'm on 49 miles. I've been driving for almost 40 miles non-stop. I had a break between the 2 miles before I head over to Charlottesville. Now tell me why there's traffic as you go towards the resting center. It's gonna be traffic the whole area, the whole highway, all the way until Harrison Road, really close to Charlottesville. So there's construction here, but there's also 2 accidents happening in this place, and there's a highway that connects in this area. So hopefully they will clear the traffic as soon as they can. But I left the DMV. I'm far from Washington DC, but surprisingly it still says I'm 6 hours away. That's because there is a lot of traffic. It has nothing to do with the distance, it's the traffic. So right now I'm gonna take a break. I like this area. Welcome Center for Virginia is in 2 miles, and yeah, 2 miles. So I'm gonna have to turn the camera off. I'll be right back in a minute once I get there. The traffic is really bad. Like, I'm doing nothing. I'm just stopping. I'm not worried about it. I'm not rushing, but just to be sure that traffic is brutal, and I need to be patient. Be patient, and run. We're back in a minute. Ciao, ciao. Hello, updates. It's 76 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It's still sunny. The sun is almost ending, and it's almost 2 p.m. and 45 minutes. And there's a river here. It's called the Chesapeake River, which goes all the way to Maryland. I have been to one of the parts in Maryland. Anyways, we are still in Frederick. So earlier I mentioned how Frederick was like the traffic was packed. The traffic is still packed here. 60 minutes worth of traffic. I don't know what is traffic, but earlier there was an accident. So this is Frederick and Fairmount, Virginia. So for now, just gonna have to stick with it. Now earlier I mentioned that I'm gonna go to take a break at the nearby Virginia Welcome Center, which is like a place to take a break. I've been driving for an hour. You know, it seems like it's a short time, but I'm sitting in the car. Is not. You need to, and the next center is gonna be like within 100 miles. So I'm gonna take a break here. Maybe use a bathroom, get some snacks. But it's within 1 mile. So it's fascinating. Since there's construction here, so if I get something, I'm gonna film it. But the whole area going all the way up there is traffic. Same way going all the way that side in the DC area is also traffic. So there's traffic in both ways. It's Wednesday. I guess this is normal. People maybe they are working, or maybe they're heading to Thanksgiving. I'm not too sure. But this is unusual. I've drove here before. I never had this kind of traffic before, so this is very unusual. Usually this area is like straight up sprinting, but today it seems like it's packed. So anyways, that's just an update that I'm still stuck here. Welcome Center is coming up, so I'm just gonna go over and take a break for a few minutes, and hopefully the traffic will be clearing off. Then I can be back in a minute. But other than that, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to deal with traffic as I go, every city I'm gonna do, because there's gonna be traffic here. There's gonna be traffic in Richmond, Virginia. There's gonna be traffic in Charlottesville. There's gonna be also traffic in North Carolina. So, but I cannot believe I'm still in Frederick after 3 hours of driving. That's because there is a lot of traffic. But let me take a break here, rest area, and then as traffic clears off, because it's barely moving. So I'm gonna be here, take a break for like 5 minutes. Trucks, buses only, then cars only this area. Again, small vehicles, they are allowed to be anywhere, except you cannot be in here if you are like RVs and those big trucks. So this is Virginia Welcoming Center. They have a really beautiful place, good looking area. I'm trying to find a parking around here. Hopefully I can find one. This is for the state police. I have to park on here, I guess. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna park on here. It's just for 3 minutes, so not too much. But I love this area. It's well taken care of. It's probably closed. They close early, and it's Thanksgiving. The Trump administration closed all the parks. Oh, it's open, so I'm gonna go in. Check out what closed. I love it. Trump administration closed all the parks. I mean, they defunded the parks, so there's not that many. There's not like that many funding, so our things are not taken care of. But other than that, looks great. Let's check it out. In the area, how a lot of presidents come from this area. This is welcome to Fredericksburg, where history comes to life from the Native Americans who first inhabited this area. Communities, small towns. Sorry, I don't know what this guy is doing here. That's pretty cool. They have a lot of historical things. Same thing in the back here. My stomach may be empty, but what about your heart? Frederick, work in progress. Similar with here. Byway to highway. Look at these small towns. Beautiful small towns. So anyways, look at the parks. Look at the water, the parks. They are all taken care of. So let me use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I walk around. It just feels cool. I don't know who this is. I don't know who these are, but I know this is Trump, Joe Biden, Jefferson, can you name the 31st US president to have visited the region? I have no idea. The big guy, this is the big guy. They make his picture bigger too. This is Lincoln. This guy is famous, but I don't know who he is. George Bush, George W. Bush, Barack Obama here. Wait, Hillary Clinton. Who's this guy? This is George Bush. What about him? They look the same. Oh, you can scan the QR code. I've got my phone in the car, but I don't know. So anyway, beautiful presidents. You see what I was saying earlier? Virginia has a history having all the presidents in the world, the US, or come from Virginia. Of course, he's from Delaware. He's from New York City. He's from Texas. He's from Chicago, but from Kenya. Born in Hawaii, grew up in Chicago, from Kenya. I don't know everyone else where he's from. Cool, cool stuff. Behind the back, look at their houses back in the day. This is a university. So George Washington's mother used to go to this university. A lot of history. The Native American, the museum. Oh, so I'm here. Anyway, cool stuff. Let's check inside. That's what I've seen. Just want to say I love this area, Virginia. They have all these things that they advertise. The truth about Williamsburg. So these are the slaves, I guess. History of the city, African American Civil War aftermath. You see, Virginia is known for having like a lot of Civil War stuff. History of Jamestown, Yorktown, Virginia Music Museum. All the things to visit here. Simpson Field. But look at this, Virginia, mother of presidents. I knew it. There were a lot of presidents here that were once in this area. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. I like that design. Mount Vernon is where they put all the presidents who have served. James Madison, James Monroe. So we have two Jameses. William Henry Harrison, John Taylor, Zachary Taylor, Woodrow Wilson. So a lot of historical stuff here in Chesapeake. Chesapeake is the best part of Virginia. Virginia outdoors, beautiful. Virginia's for lovers. Southwest Virginia, Blue Ridge Highland. This part is for Southwest. Look at these guys. Look at the background of the picture. It's for mountains, Virginia mountains. I like how they advertise their state. Look at this train. Marvelous Coast Carol, Give Me Liberty by Richard Lewis. It's a lot of beautiful things here in Virginia. Man, Virginia is so beautiful, bro. Like they have a lot of good looking stuff. It's the best ever. Then there is Shenandoah Valley. I want to visit Shenandoah Valley. It's my favorite. Lots of outdoors. Yeah. Big mountains.
Casper, do you know what? You could pick one of these pamphlets and then maybe we'll go there someday.
Southern Virginia as well. Beauty Green Elite. This is where I'm heading, Southern Virginia. Beautiful place, I guess. Central Virginia.
Can I have one of these?
Yeah, you can have it, yeah. I don't work here. Central Virginia. Yeah, visitor's guide, Central Virginia area. North, this is where I just came from. I came from Northern Virginia. That's what we have. The Manassas Museum, Manassas Guide, Art Center, Prince William County. Oh, you wanna go here?
Oh no, I put it in the back.
Okay. I don't see my area. Hey.
Can I have this?
Yeah, you can have it. Farm Fresh Girl. I never heard of this. Northern Virginia. They have apples. Oh, they just ship to you. Okay. I wish I can go in there and check it out. Northern Virginia. This is my area. Northern Virginia. Not that much here. Bakery. Rural bakery. Made with love, with butter. Okay. Yes.
Can I have this?
Yeah, you can have it. Yeah. Alexandria, Fairfax, so very DC area. Yeah, that's what I know. Fredericksburg. This is Fredericksburg. This is where we are, I think. Jefferson, of course, is from here. Lots of good things in Fredericksburg. Funland, baseball stadium, Gary Metche Home and Studio, Convention Center, Rising Sun Tavern, Carthamena, lots of historical stuff. James Monroe Museum. I want to check this out. This one, a museum. Fredericksburg Battlefield Visa Center. So the war took place. Frederick Battlefield. Smithsonian. That's pretty much it.